The next stop is Parkside Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Every day, 15 million people have access to public transportation in New York and the surrounding areas.
On the night.
Sandra Martin is one such person. She's a 53-year-old home health aide who lives in the Brownsville area of Brooklyn. Her work takes her to various parts of the city and requires long, unprecedented commutes. It's 6 a.m. on a Saturday, and she waits for her bus B12 at the stop near her house to get to Queens. The subway stop from Sandra's house is only 8 minutes away, but none that connects her to Queens. The frequency of the bus reduces over the weekend and intermittently arrives every 12 minutes. But it never sticks to its schedule.
To, take another bus or take a cab or just get to work late. And one morning I was 1 hour late, and they dock you payment for that.
This is a problem faced by many commuters in Brooklyn, as most of the subway connections are designed to serve Manhattan. Fed up with the wait and fearing a delay, Sandra decides to take the cab, which costs her an additional $15 one way over and above the weekly subway pass. Commuting between outer boroughs can be very challenging, especially going from the east to the west. Most of the transportation services run from north to south, making commute for people like Sandra living in the east a nightmare.
I just use the buses because really there's no subway that drops me there, takes me there.
Sandra's monthly income is around $800 and her monthly transportation cost is over $300. The cab ride only adds to her woes. After getting out of the cab, she has to wait for her next bus, the Q55, to arrive. At this point, she has about 30 minutes to kill before boarding the bus. Finally, after a long wait of 30 minutes, the Q55 arrives. It took her almost 1.5 hours to reach her workplace, and this is after she took a cab. Had she waited for the bus, it would have taken her at least 2 hours to get to Queens.
Well, the cab is $15 I pay on a Saturday, and that is $15 I could have had to buy lunch or something else if the buses came on time. To the B20.
This is not just the story of Sandra, but of many other commuters. Complaints of irregular bus service and long waits are common. The MTA has proposed to revamp 16 additional corridors using the Express Select bus service across the city, some of which will run from east to west. The service has been beneficial in Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island, and has recently been introduced in Brooklyn, where it currently runs from north to south.
The SBS will make the express stops along the way, displacing a lot more lift of passengers along the corridor, and fares are now facilitated by the purchase at the machine on the sidewalk, where when boarding the SBS bus, you no longer have to wait in line to introduce your Metro card to the machine.
The proposal is still in the pipeline, but will give hope to people like Sandra, making their commute easier.